business news. Good morning, Kelly.
Hey, good morning to you as well. Let's talk about real estate for just a moment. First of all, the median home price nationally dropping for the first time in 11 years. So in other words, February of this year was lower. Median home price was lower than February 1 year ago. First time in over a decade that has happened. This is according to the National Association of Realtors. However, sales in February were up 14% compared to January. Now, January can be an ugly month for a number of reasons, weather and the post-holiday hangover among them. Also in real estate, another San Francisco-based tech company getting out of their third headquarters. In this case, it is Reddit. They are vacating their headquarters. They're going to relocate, kind of consolidate to smaller spaces, but that's not good news for an area that already has a vacancy rate in office space of approaching 30%. And now we just keep getting stories of companies that are getting out. And to be honest with you, if you're trying to make a business decision about whether or not to locate in San Francisco, are you really going to locate at this point when they're in the middle of this reparations debate and you have no idea what your future liability may or may not be, depending on how that debate goes and the numbers they're talking about? According to the Hoover Institute, the current numbers they're talking about would be a $600,000 liability per family in San Francisco. Market overall today, a little bit higher as the banking crisis ebbing just a little bit and a Fed meeting beginning today to wrap up tomorrow. Dow up 237, 32,481. NASDAQ up 96 points. The S&P up about 0.9% or 35 points. Gold down 28. Oil's up 1%. 10-year bond yield 3.56.
All right, Kelly, thank you so much. Appreciate that. We have been wondering on our program for some time now after it was reported, I think within the past week or so, week and a half for sure, that Governor Newsom had financial ties to the now failed Silicon Valley Bank. Not just personal ties, but his family also had ties to the bank.
Right, foundations, and there were donations made.
And we were wondering when a reporter would ask him about that. And he was holding news events and having news conferences, and nobody brought it up until very recently. The political reporter for NBC San Diego, Priya Sridhar, talked to Newsom about his connection to SVB and the donation from the bank to his wife's foundation. We'll get you the specifics on that in a moment, but here is their exchange.
Well, I have a blind trust, so by definition, the answer is I have a blind trust, which is well established 4 years ago. I imagine that all that is public information, so that's completely separate from me. Well, I know the rules and regulations under blind trust. I'm going to follow them, and I'm following them right now.
Well, he didn't disclose it to anybody. The fact of the matter is that executives at the now failed bank gave $100,000 to this foundation. This donation was made to his wife's nonprofit.
Right.
And there were reports that surfaced as well that Governor Newsom may have been on the phone with White House officials when SVB collapsed, like in the hours or days afterwards, saying you need to bail him out. And he had a financial stake in the bank.
Without disclosing it. That's what Newsweek is reporting. That's what Open the Books, the group that audits government, is reporting. So there's been a few articles out about this.
So finally, we had a reporter in California asking the question, which really startled us, because even yesterday we were wondering aloud. There was even a reporter from the Wall Street Journal who asked him a question that had nothing to do with the collapse of the bank.
We just couldn't understand. That's like the biggest banking story in years.
Right, and if any reporter would ask that question, you would think it would be someone from the Wall Street Journal.
Yeah, it was curious, but we're glad someone finally asked, even if he just really didn't kind of answer.
No, look, the answer, we knew what the answer was going to be.
I have a blind trust.
Yeah, and I'm not going to answer the question.
Right. That's all you need to know. That's the answer.
Right, that's the answer. So when we come back in the next half hour, we're going to get into some of the legal maneuvering that's actually taking place in New York City to try to get, apparently, this indictment against former President Trump, make it happen, make the arrest happen.
Right, a lot of people have been asking, okay, this is really a mission.
Where Sacramento gets a new.
Several wildfires burning in the northern part of the state.
Governor Gavin Newsom unveiled the nearly 5
City Council, school boards, and carrying on KSB James News Radio.
Solar is a product designed by NASA that can be installed in your home in one day and save you up to 44% on your heating and cooling bill immediately. Sound too good to be true? Tom Sullivan for Eagle Shield Reflective Insulation by NASA. Eagle Shield installed in the attic works like a giant thermos, keeps your home temperature warm in the winter, cool in the summer, saves you up to 44% on your utility bill immediately. Give them a call now for their winter special. First 25 callers receive 25% off all labor and materials, plus no interest for 12 months OAC, and Eagle Shield will cover the tax. For a free demonstration from your mobile phone, dial pound 250. When prompted, say the keywords Eagle Shield. Easy, one-day installation. Dial pound 250 and say Eagle Shield.
I have lots of options for my holiday shopping, but I prefer to shop at Rayleigh's and Bel Air. They're family-owned with deep local roots, and they're committed to giving back to the community. My donations to their nonprofit Food for Families stay local, so I know I'm helping feed families in my community. Rayleigh's and Bel Air also support local schools with give-back programs and community events, and they always carry plenty of locally sourced meats and produce. Supporting my community is important to me, so I'm shopping at my neighborhood Rayleigh's and Bel Air.
Lowe's knows how to get your lawn ready for spring. And right now, you can get up to $20 off select Scotch Triple Action Fertilizer. Plus, get a Cobalt 40-volt 15-inch spring trimmer or leaf blower. Your choice, $149, only at Lowe's. Get set for spring. Visit us in-store or online today, because Lowe's knows home improvement. About 3.9 to 322. Selection varies by location. Cost applies last with Alaska and Hawaii.
Do you have over $10,000 in credit card debt? Distress from excessive credit card debt can ruin your life. Collection calls, sleepless nights. If you're feeling the financial impact with unprecedented economic challenges, DebtBlue is here for you. DebtBlue uses secret programs that most credit card companies won't tell you about. They'll help you consolidate or settle your debts for a fraction of what you owe. With DebtBlue's success guarantee, you pay nothing unless your debt is reduced or completely resolved. There's no risk. The more you owe, the more DebtBlue can save you. See how easy it is to get started with free information. Let DebtBlue show you how 10 minutes could save you thousands. Call now, 800-211-5779. That's 800-211-5779.
I'm just living sky high right now. I'm very thankful for it, and the team at DebtBlue are phenomenal. They're able to work with you. They're great.
Call for your free debt resolution information now. 800-211-5779. That's 800-211-5779.
Your latest news, traffic, and weather.
KFBK, Sacramento's News Radio, 93.1 FM, 1530 AM, and everywhere on the iHeartRadio app.
Bottom of the hour, it's 8:30. Good morning, I'm Sam Shane.
I'm Christina Mendoza. Schools are closed in the country's second largest school district, with employees demanding a 30% raise before they resume negotiations.
Also in the news this morning, President Biden announced his plan to protect more than 500,000 acres of land in both Nevada and Texas.
And Xi Jinping and Vladimir Putin are together talking about friendship and defiance of the West. Let's get outside and check traffic now. Roy Lamella.
The support sponsored by Lowe's got a couple of spots of sluggish traffic on southbound 65. Starting up in the Whitney area, start to see it sluggish right around Whitney Ranch Parkway. Then again, looks like you'll see brake lights between Blue Oaks Boulevard and Pleasant Grove. Lowe's knows how to get your lawn ready for spring, and right now get up to $20 off select Scotch Triple Action Fertilizer, plus get a 40-volt string trimmer or leaf blower for $149 each, only at Lowe's. Balance 3.9 through 322. Selection varies by location. While supplies last, excludes Alaska and Hawaii. Traffic on the 10s every 10 minutes. Mornings and afternoons for Isabella. KPK News Radio, 93.1 FM, 1530 AM.
Ongoing showers and thunderstorms throughout the day today. Highs 55 to 59. Low tonight 46 to 50. And then we'll see a cloudy day in general tomorrow with a high of 57 to 61. A little bit warmer Thursday with yet another light rain shower. I'm AccuWeather's Jeff Nordine on KFBK, Sacramento's News Radio.
Live radar shows cloud cover along the Northern California coast all the way into the valley. Currently 49 degrees in Elk Grove, 23 degrees in Truckee.
This morning, the LA Unified School District, the nation's second largest, is closed for 3 days as the Service Employees International Union Local 99 goes on strike. Here's CBS News correspondent Steve Flatterman.
There will be no classes for more than 400,000 students here in LA today. Superintendent Alberto Carvalho announced late yesterday that talks between the two sides had broken off.
All schools will be closed.
The 3-day strike involves around 30,000 transportation workers such as food servers, custodians, and bus drivers. Teachers are not part of the strike, but they will honor the picket line.
We're standing together. It is wrong that workers work in poverty.
Nearly 200 locations, including some schools, will provide limited adult supervision. Steve Futterman, CBS News.
Governor Newsom has promoting a plan to have the state of California make its own Narcan, which is used to save the lives of people who have overdosed on opioids. Newsom says it is part of his comprehensive approach to crack down on criminal organizations trafficking illegal drugs.
An advocacy group has sent a letter to Roseville parents to attend the March 23rd school district board meeting over a recent controversy involving a now-canceled drag show and the alleged actions of a church group and pastor. The California Globe is reporting that the Landing Spot, which was sponsoring the drag show, is a place for students to get LGBTQ counseling without their parents' knowledge. After-school wellness centers for first students. The American Council released that letter asking for attendance at the meeting to question the district's involvement with the group and if the kids can seek that kind of counseling without parental consent.
Today, President Biden is expected to announce a plan to protect more than 500,000 acres of land in Nevada and Texas. ABC's Andy Field has a preview.
The president creating the Avikwa Ami National Monument in Nevada and the Casner Range National Monument in Texas. He'll announce both at the Interior Department's Conservation in Action Summit. Mr. Biden will also direct the Commerce Department to look into creating a new national marine sanctuary that would protect U.S. waters around Pacific Islands. Those moves come after environmentalists criticized the president for approving more oil drilling in Alaska.
That's Andy Field reporting.
Meetings between the leaders of China and Russia are entering a second day in Moscow ahead of a state dinner. Xi Jinping and Vladimir Putin have talked about their friendship. CBS News correspondent Elizabeth Palmer has more on what's expected today.
High on today's meeting agenda will be trade. Under heavy Western sanctions, Russia depends more than ever on China for goods and services and to buy its oil and gas. President Xi is well placed to drive a hard bargain with a man who may not be the ideal friend, but who he can at least count on to stand with China against its main rival, the United States.
Time now is 8:34. Time for your top global and national stories on KFBK News Radio. We're live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app.
No sign former President Trump is going to be indicted today as he's predicted House Speaker Kevin McCarthy at a GOP meeting in Orlando.
It's not here that we're coming to defend President Trump. What we're coming to defend is equal justice in America. And I think every American believes in that.
The New York grand jury looking into an alleged hush money payment the former president made to an adult film star is not meeting today. China's President Xi is at the Kremlin for talks with Russian President Putin. Ukrainian forces claim they destroyed a stockpile of Russian missiles during drone attacks on Crimea. Los Angeles public schools are closed today as teachers walk the picket line in solidarity with striking staff workers over pay and staffing issues. The strike is expected to last for 3 days. Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen told the American Bankers Association that their system is strong enough to withstand the recent failures of 2 regional banks. Area Albany, ABC News. Home, garden, sportsman, something for everyone at an event this weekend. It's news from your neighborhood in 3 minutes.
Get traffic updates every 10 minutes on the KFBK Afternoon News with Kitty O'Neill.
You can be the difference between a good drive home and a bad one. KFBK, Sacramento News Radio, 93.1 FM, 1530 AM.
If you own a small business, you know the value of time. And GetRefunds.com, they do too. And that's why they've made it easy, no matter how busy you might be, to apply for the Employee Retention Credit. This is ERC. Hi, friends. Dan Shane here.
Christina here. Go to GetRefunds.com to get started. And in less than 8 minutes, see if your business qualifies for ERC assistance.
So your business may be eligible for this payroll tax refund of up to $26,000 for every employee that you kept on the payroll during COVID-19.
GetRefunds.com has already helped clients claim over $3 billion in payroll tax refunds through the ERC, and they may be able to help your business too.
You like this? No upfront charge either. They don't get paid until your business gets its refund.
A lot of businesses believe they just aren't going to qualify based off incomplete or outdated information, so don't let this opportunity pass you by because this payroll tax refund is only available for a limited amount of time.
So you need to act now. Go to GetRefunds.com.
That's GetRefunds.com.
It's
it's Ross Tucker. Here's what's trending from the iHeart Sports Network, presented by DashCam.
The Kings got 37 points from De'Aaron Fox, but fell to the Jazz in the final game of their road trip. DeMontis Sabonis was 1 assist shy of a triple-double. They're back tonight to host the Celtics. The Niners are signing former Giant pitcher John Feliciano to a 1-year deal. The Raiders added some offensive weapons, including former Texans tight end O.J. Howard. And March Madness continues Thursday with the men's Sweet 16. I'm Misty Jordan.
Hey, it's Ross Tucker. If you'd like to make games a little more interesting, download and listen to the newest episode of the Even Money Podcast with DraftKings, releasing every Tuesday, available wherever you listen to podcasts. Football and betting, the Even Money Podcast.
Investing involves risk, including possible loss of principal. Income may be subject to state, local, or federal alternative minimum tax. When interest rates rise, prices fall. When interest rates fall, prices rise.
Did you know that municipal bonds are a way for investors to support civil projects while earning federally tax-free income? The Golden Gate Group, the tallest rate in the U.S., was financed with municipal bonds. Are you looking to bridge the gap between the income of your working years and the income needed in retirement? Municipal bonds might provide the solution you're looking for. Henry & Walsh is a leading specialist in tax-free municipal bonds and has provided investors with quality service and personal attention since 1990. Call now to receive their informative bond guide. Absolutely free. Dial 1-800-761-9761 to learn how to earn retirement income while keeping your taxes at bay. Just dial 1-800-761-9761 for a copy of their informative bond guide for free. No cost, no obligation. 1-800-761-9761. Henry & Walsh Inc. Member of FINRA, SIPC.
Covering the stories that affect you. All angles, both sides. KFBK Morning News with Christine Mendoza and Sam Shane continues on KFBK News Radio.
All right, that's audio. We're pretty sure you've heard this. The slap heard around the world at the Oscars.
Yes.
And we're still talking about it because Chris Rock is talking about it a lot lately. I don't know if you've noticed that.
Well, he did in his comedy show. He didn't say much about it before the comedy show. Now I guess
He talked about it during Sunday's Mark Twain Prize ceremony. This is at the Kennedy Center, and he said Paul Pelosi is the only person who knows how he felt after being slapped by actor Will Smith last year's Oscars. He said it's just you and me, Paul.
Oh my God.
I know.
Wow. Well, I mean, that was they kind of roast each other, people, and yeah.
Because Adam Sandler he was actually honored at that event, and he was asked about it because it was more than a little controversial, and he said he thought it was very funny.
Oh, well,
So that was his reaction.
Everybody.
Wow,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm. Let's get outside into traffic now. We're in the standing by.
This report sponsored by Sacramento Area Sewer District. Slowing those traffic on the westbound 80, so leaving West Sacramento, you'll start to see the brake lights just after the Merchant Highway 52, Capitol Avenue. After that, it's a little crowded across the Yolo Causeway. Nothing too major in terms of heavy traffic, but once you get through the Davis area, East Child looks good actually as you're making your way through that area. Also, we're looking at southbound 65 traffic slowly improving as you're making your way into the Roseville area, but still seeing some brake lights between Blue Oaks Boulevard and Pleasant Grove. After that, no delays down towards 80. Cap City Freeway, going in the northbound direction, it looks like you're bunching up a little bit right around East Street on-ramp to the American River. After that, no delays as you're making your way to the Cal Expo area. Southbound at Cap City Freeway is going to be slow and go, though. From the split, it stretches down towards the American River. The sewer system is probably the last thing on your mind, but the Sacramento Area Sewer District gets their first priority with the region's largest sewer utility. Sewer problems, call them first day or night at 916-875-6730. Learn more at SacSewer.com. Traffic on the sends every 10 minutes, mornings and afternoons. Roy Miller, KBK News Radio, 93.1 FM, 1530 AM. Take a look at the 3-day forecast. Showers today, and we're going to have snow in the high country for much of the day. It rolls into tonight and into tomorrow, where it will continue with a 50% chance of showers tomorrow with a high of 57 in the valley. And then on Thursday, it decreases. 20% chance of showers in the morning, partly sunny with a high near 60 degrees on the afternoon.
Okay, time now for news from your neighborhood. And what do we have?
Well, coming out of the Appeal Democrat, the 29th annual Yuba City Home Garden and Sportsman's Expo is set to return starting this Friday at the Yuba Center Fairgrounds in Yuba City. With more than 100 exhibitors expected to be set up in 4 different buildings at the fairgrounds, the show will feature dozens of outdoor displays for home, garden, and outdoor adventurers. The Yuba City Home Garden and Sportsman's Expo will take place from noon to 6 p.m. on Friday, and Saturday and Sunday is going to run from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Yeah, getting close now.
Nice.
Rain's going to go away and sun's going to come out.